I knew I wasn't recording for a while, so I just thought, like, what was the best thing I could do to get more views and subscribers? So I decided to do some Hypixel Bedwars, but then, what was I gonna do? And so I just thought I was gonna do a commentary with just, like, regular gameplay and all that, but what was I gonna talk about? That's when I had the idea. I've been to camp for the first time in 5th grade, and that was like 4 years ago, so it's like before I forget about it, I'm just gonna talk about it, so yeah. That's what this video is about.
Okay, so the map we're looking like we're gonna be playing is Apollo. And so, like, my camping story, so this is how it started. It was actually a field trip from school. And so, like, the thing is, like, the day before the trip, I was actually sick with a sore throat. So the thing was, like, I mean, it's a sore throat. I mean, it's not like I had corona or whatever. I don't, but. And then the thing was, like, we can't cancel it because it was too late. Like, they already put the cabins, like, if I didn't go, it's gonna be a big mess. Apparently, that's what they said. So, like, I went, and so yeah, it was a 2-hour drive. I mean, not 2 hours, but we started at 8 and got there at 12, so it was just 4 hours. And so, I mean, like, since it was 12, like, we ate lunch like regular people. We don't wait until like 6 p.m. to eat lunch. And so, yeah, we ate lunch. The lunch wasn't that bad. I mean, it's just like regular what we eat in like an average day, just like a burger or sandwich. Then we have like something like juice. Then we had chips. Like it was pretty normal. We didn't have anything like mushroom stew or like whatever stew. And so we actually like had to go to this big like pavilion area, and they just told us the rules. I mean, it was just like school. There's like all these lines and all that. I mean, like I thought it was just like camp, like because the first time I was camping, I didn't know what to expect, and then it's just a school field trip, and then the people who ran it were like, "This is school, but in the wilderness." I was like, there was no way I just signed up for school, but in the wilderness. I mean, like we already have school, it's modernized, but then like now we're learning in the wilderness. So we actually like had to like go to our cabins. I was cabin 1, but then the thing was like in the main area where all the cabins were. So there's, I mean, in our section, the boys section, there's 2 sections, boys and girls. I mean, like, come on. And so thing was there were 7 cabins for each, and I was cabin 1. And then so there were 6 cabins, so that meant that one was missing. And guess which one was? That's right, cabin 1. I don't know if you say cabin 1 or whatever, but yeah, but those cabins, they were like all modernized. So like on the outside, they just look like a regular cabin. If you go inside, you're gonna be like, oh my god, that painting. There's no stained walls. Those bunk beds, they're not made of wood. Oh my god, the bathrooms. It isn't flooded. That's Pog. I mean, the bathrooms look like they were from like a hotel, a restaurant. Like you go, this like tiled and all. It was very neat and all that. So yeah, apparently, so our counselor came and we went to our cabin. So we had like this like area, and so it's like a personal area like only cabin 1 has. So I was like, yeah, that sounds nice. But do you want to know what wasn't nice? Our cabin, because that was the first cabin ever to be built in the camp. So like it wasn't that modernized. Like you could tell, like it was the first cabin. Like if you see like the walls had like so much stains on them, and then the restrooms. We only had like 2 of them, so like 2 rooms, and then it's just like a toilet, a shower, and a sink on each. I mean, like, I was just like, oh my god, did I just sign up for this? And also, like, my bunk, it was on the top bunk, okay? And then it was on a corner, and guess what was there? It was a spider web, and there was an actual spider. I mean, spider in it. Yeah, I mean, like, come on, like spider web, spiders. It's not like anything unusual, but then, so like, before so it just reminded me of a book. I'm pretty sure y'all know this book. It's called Diary of a Wimpy Kid. But the thing is, like in like one of the books, like the main character just swallows a spider, and then so like I didn't want the spider crawling into my mouth or my nose, so like when I got my blanket, I literally covered my face, which I would never do actually, because like I just feel like I would get suffocated. But then like the blankets in our cabin, they were very thin, like it it did. I don't know how to like. It was just like a cloth. It's not. It's it's just very thin. Okay, that's all y'all need to know. So on the second day we had to get up and then like we had to do some like stuff like learning. I mean it's school apparently. So yeah, so we did Native Americans and archaeology. So like I mean, the first thing we did were we just looked at these Native Americans' hut, and then they just made us memorize all of them. I mean, like I was just like, come on, it's not like if I grow up and like just go to a job interview, it's not like I'm gonna be asked, okay, to get this job, you must tell me what hut that the Wallapais live in. I mean, like, come on, who uses that information? But then we still had to, and then so like with the next thing, I mean it's not worth telling. I'm not because it's just basically something to do with sign language and Native American, which I don't even know normal sign language, and then like you just expect me to do Native American, like huh? And so the third thing we did archery. It was actually pretty good. I mean like it's archery at least. I mean if you don't like it, you don't like it. I mean like come on, like really, you don't have to. And so yeah, we did that, and it was the best thing because it's archery and it's an actual thing. I mean, like for some reason I was into both that time, and then so like we started archaeology, and then so we did like fossils and all. I mean, when the director said we're gonna be doing fossils, I was like, is this archaeology or paleontology? You know what? Like I think I should just stop being like all scientific and all that right now. So we just did looked at fossils. It wasn't that fun. So like we had to write reports and all that on them at like the bunk, and I was just like, I just speed ran it, you know. I just speed ran it like a normal person, and so we had to take showers at night. I skipped that the whole lunch thing. I mean, but lunch was after the third, like after archery. Then we continued the other six, and then we had dinner. I mean, like who wouldn't have dinner? I forgot to explain dinner, but okay, you know what? Dinner isn't like, I mean, it's important, but whatever. Let's just carry on. So, yeah, we had to write about like what we learned and all that. So I just speedran it, and so like we had to go out because we had a campfire, and so we were actually doing a skit. So like the camp, like before like 5 minutes before our camp director, I mean our counselor just like told us what we had to do, and then so I mean, like, yeah, 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 I got it. But then, like, at but when we actually performed it, like, I didn't know this, but then our plan actually got changed. Like, some parts of our skit got tweaked, and so, like, apparently, so our skit was just like us partying when the camp director left and all that, and so basically, what happened was like one of the camp counselors this wasn't the skit, so one of the counselors just complained, and then so like he actually tried to wake me up, and I yelled, like I just screamed, but then I didn't supposed to, but then like I got it all like they covered up for me, and then so like about the medicines, turns out I just told like my counselor, and then like these people just took me to the nurse and all that, so it was, I mean, it was fine. So day three, we just did some like we just did like what the pioneers did, you know, just like farming and all that. Here, when I mean farming, we just like look at the farm sites and all that. That we didn't do any hands-on experience or whatever you call it, but yeah, then we actually got to go home, and I was actually awake during the whole 4 hour ride, and so yeah, that's gonna be the end of the story, and yeah, the final guy is dead.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!